Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Niazuddin, Senior Registrar General Surgery, and today our topic is wound, its definition and types. Objective of our today's lecture is by the end of this lecture, the final year MBBS student will be able to define wound and enlist its various types. Definition of wound is it is an injury caused by physical means with disruption of the continuity of the structure. The types of wound are classified as follows. Number one, according to the etiology. Number two, rank Wakefield classification, according to the duration of the wound healing, according to the integrity of the skin, according to the wound depth, according to the morphological characteristics of the wound, according to the degree of contamination. So first of all, we are classifying the wound according to the etiology, and these are surgical wounds. These are the wounds which are caused by surgical procedures. Number two, penetrating wounds. These are the wounds caused by penetrating trauma. Blunt wounds, wounds that are caused by blunt trauma. Burn wounds, wounds caused by burn injuries. Rank Wakefield classification, it is divided into two types, tidy wounds and untidy wounds. Tidy wounds are, these are the wounds inflicted by sharp object and contain no devitalized tissue. They are usually single and clean cut. Such wounds can be closed primarily and they heal by primary intention. Examples of such wounds are surgical incisions, minor cuts from glass and knife. The second type of this classification is untidy wounds. These are the wounds resulting from crushing injury, tearing, avulsion, vascular injury, or burn and contain devitalized tissue. They are usually multiple and irregular. Commonly, these untidy wounds are associated with fractures. Such wounds cannot be closed primarily and therefore allowed to heal by secondary intention. Now, classification of the wounds according to the duration of wound healings. These are acute and chronic wounds. Acute wounds are those wounds that usually heal in the anticipated time frame. The duration of wound healing may be few days to few weeks. Examples of such wounds are wounds as a result of trauma and surgical procedures. Chronic wounds, wounds that fail to heal in the anticipated time frame and often recur. Duration of wound healing may be from 4 weeks or longer. Such wounds occur as a result of an underlying condition such as extended pressure on tissues, poor circulation, or even poor nutrition. Examples of such wounds are pressure ulcer. Pressure ulcer are also called bed sores, venous leg ulcer. They are also called varicose ulcer and diabetic foot. According to the integrity of the skin, they are classified as open wounds and closed wounds. Open wounds are those wounds in which the skin has been compromised and the underlying tissue are exposed. Examples include incised wound, lacerated wounds, and puncture wounds. Now, closed wounds are the wounds in which the skin has not been compromised, but trauma to the underlying structure has occurred. Examples of closed wounds are contusion. More commonly, contusions are also called bruise, and hematoma. Hematoma is due to damage to the blood vessels and which lead to the accumulation of blood in the tissue under the skin. Now, classification of the wounds according to wound depths. This classification is mostly used in plastic surgery for the management of burn wounds. And these are superficial wounds. Only the in superficial wound, only the epidermis is affected. It does not bleed and heal within a few days. Examples are abrasions and blisters. Partial thickness wounds. The epidermis and part of the dermis is affected. A blood clot covers the wound and a scar will form. The missing tissue is replaced and epidermis regenerates. It can take several days to several weeks. It can take several days to several weeks to heal. Full thickness wounds. A full thickness wound involves the epidermis and dermis. The underlying fatty tissue, muscles, bones, tendon may also be damaged. The full thickness wounds take longer to heal than partial thickness wounds. Now, classification of the wounds according to morphological characteristics. These are bruises and contusion. Bruises are contusion. And bruise and contusion are the same thing. These are closed wounds caused by blunt trauma that damages the underlying tissue without breaking the skin, characterized by skin discoloration due to bleeding into the tissue. Hematoma. These are the closed wounds that are caused by damage to the blood vessel that in turn cause bleeding into the tissue which collect under the skin, and hematoma is formed. There is an increased risk of secondary infection in pus formation in hematoma. Abrasions. An abrasion is a shearing injury of the skin in which the surface is rubbed off. Most are superficial and will heal by epithelialization. Lacerated wounds. These wounds are caused by tearing of the tissues. Wounds have irregular edges, and the loss of tissue is limited to the skin and subcutaneous tissues. Penetrating wounds. As you can see in this photo, there is a nail penetrating the hand. These penetrating wounds are the wound caused by sharp pointed object like nail, have a relatively small opening, and they may be very deep. Infection and foreign material may have been carried deep into the wound. Perforating wounds. These are the wounds which have two openings. One is entry and the other is exit. And these are example of these type of wounds are gunshot wounds. Now, classification according to degree of contamination. This classification is usually used for surgical wounds, and you can come across with these type of wounds in surgical ward. And according to this classification, the wounds are divided into clean wounds. In clean wound, there is no break in this aseptic techniques. Incision is made under sterile conditions. No inflammation is encountered. Gastrointestinal, genitourinary, or respiratory tract are not entered. These wounds are closed primarily and do not need any drain for drainage of serous fluid or blood. Example is hernia repair. Now, clean contaminated wounds. Operative wound in which the respiratory tract, gastrointestinal tract, or genitourinary tract are entered with minimal spillage. Example, appendectomy without perforation or ipsis formation. Contaminated wounds. These are the operative wounds with major break in the sterile techniques. The viscous are open with grass spillage. Non-purulent inflammation may be encountered in these wounds. Dirty or infected wounds. In these wounds, there is the examples are incision through an abscess, operation for perforated viscous or pus, and example can be perforation of the gastrointestinal tract with peritonitis. For example, enteric perforation, duodenal ulcer perforation, or gastric ulcer perforation. And these are the references.